It is beautiful to see the heart next to his name already. As you can see, all the love in the world is going to him. And that is, yeah, it's always nice to see everyone showing up here for the stream. We're all, yeah, cheering him on, which is really nice. All right. Let me see here. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hey,
hold on.
What's going on?
There.
There we
turn
go.
on my webcam.
Let me just make sure that this fits.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I need to get a banana. 1 sec.
Oh, the banana. Yeah, of course. There we go. All right, we got the interview scene ready to go. Look at that. Professional caster right here. I gotta turn my my heater down a little bit. It's kind of blasting right now. There we go. That's better. Hello again. I could use that for scene transitions, right? Zoof. Hey, there he is. You got your banana?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Got it.
All right, ready to go. So, yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. A bit tired, actually, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have, any emotions.
No,
After,
okay.
After practicing the last map.
No emotions at all. Well, maybe that's good going into a competitive match, but I don't know.
Yeah. I do have a strat, though.
Oh, you have a strat, okay.
Yeah.
Any spilling of strategies here before the match starts?
Yeah, here it comes. I'm gonna go for the 2x. If I don't get the 2x, it was on purpose. I'll go for the 3x. If it doesn't play out, it was on purpose as well. If I go for I'm going for the 4x, but if that doesn't work, it's also on purpose. I will go for the 5x. That's the strat. If it doesn't work out, well, then I failed my strategy.
I see. Okay. So a lot of backups in your in your strat, right? That's good. That's good. Plan B, C, and D are there. Okay.
Exactly.
And yeah, let's talk about Vertigo a little bit, the new map. Polls look really scary. How did it go in training?
Not good at all.
Oh,
not good at all. I am fine on the identity, but the middle pipes are just, yeah. It's really a hit or miss. If I have to be honest, I'll go safe. That's going to be my strat. I'll go safe and just hope that others are going to, you know, fall off. I mean, that's the best I can do. I'm not feeling confident on the map at all. So any 2x, 3x, I'll take.
Exactly, yeah. And we did see a little bit of a glimpse in the Challenger series already. Do you have any idea what the level will be of the other players on Vertigo? Do you think they also struggle with it, or is it...
They actually were faster than me, so I have nothing nothing bad to say.
All right.
It's just gonna be for me. It's gonna be a luck fiesta.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you get lucky, right? That's definitely possible. So.
Oh, exactly.
A little bit of good banana placement, and you might get it.
Yeah, I just I threw the banana peel on the track. Hopefully, the drivers are gonna drive over it.
That is, yeah. I mean, I know that from Mario Kart. It definitely works. So.
For sure.
Did you get a blue shell as well ready for like on the 5x multiplier route?
I have it ready.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Will be used in well, if I need to.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, and did you see the challenger step we just had at 6 p.m.?
Yeah, Otak went for a good strat.
Yeah.
But the strat failed. I mean, yeah, that's just how it is. That is literally how it is.
Yeah, I was quite surprised by his double DNF, especially on the 3x multiplier. But
yeah, me too. I would have taken that with open arms. Holy moly.
Yeah, right. Especially with his point amount, but you know, he's still on the top of the standings on the scoreboard, though. So what can you say?
Yeah. True. Oh man, yeah, I'm not feeling it that well. My warm up went pretty good. I will say that. On the Edge seems to be my weakest map right now. Actually, most comfortable. Well, now I'm gonna jinx myself. Whatever. Most comfortable was Barrelistic, out of nowhere. So
Yeah, you did mention in one of your training sessions already that you felt good on it as well. So
yeah,
I guess Barrelistic is where we're gonna see the 25 points, right?
I mean, it's yeah, no, there's always a possibility, either I get it or I don't. So
Yeah,
we'll
50-50.
yep,
Yeah,
we'll
no,
see
that's
how
true.
it goes. But yeah, the main goal, same as last time. Well, top 8 is needed, obviously, and then any multiplier, and I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. I think
That's
this step,
that's it.
the more points you go into the last map, the better. Because,
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
that's always the case. But this time around, it's going to become more from that early stages of the step than from the multiplier itself, right?
Exactly. Oh, for sure. So yeah, we'll see where the ship strands. Hopefully, it's gonna be. I mean, like, I do want to get the feel of having 3 digits at the end of this step. So that means that I need to get 50 points. It's not
Oh, yeah.
not unlikely.
Oh, that's definitely a possibility here.
I think I do need to get a multiplier for that, but hey, possible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of ran out of questions at this point because I'm just a little bit excited to get started, honestly.
Well, then I have one thing to say to the people. Keep on supporting me. In the end, hopefully I get some points, and then potentially we'll have a happy me in the POV review after the stream. And yeah, that's all I can say. I mean, Vertigo is a very tough map. If I fall off 8 times, so be it. But yeah, just know that my mindset right now is, like I said at the start, it's, on this map especially, a winner's mentality will not get you any further than having no emotions right now. So that's the plan. Just stare at the map, play it, and see where it ends.
Yeah, you only need to get that one lucky round, right? Because
yeah,
you get one and you're locked in.
And the more fast players go out in the 2x's because they want to claim their points, the better it is for me to get maybe a lucky round later on. And truth be told, there is no strat. I'm just going to go for every round. And, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, then I don't. But yeah, know that I do my best.
Exactly. And, well, that's all you can do at some point.
Yep.
Going fast seems to be a decent strategy, though. That's definitely something that has worked in the past.
True. So yeah, that's it. I'll do my warm-up here. You can spectate the amazingness that I'm about to do, and
we will, definitely.
After the snap.
All right, thanks. Yeah, good luck. And let's see. We see each other after the step again, hopefully with a big smile on your face.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
All right, that was Spam. Wait, let's do this one instead. Welcome everyone who is a refugee from the global stream. Of course, you chose wisely by going to a Spam stream instead, where we're gonna start in about 10 seconds. Greetings, and feel free to stay throughout the whole step because you're watching the winner point of view here. Spam is going to go live here in a warm-up on Eurosky 2. All right, let's take a look at Eurosky 2 while they are warming up. Alrighty, It is time to go live in about 50 seconds. That was, of course, Eurosky 2, a remake of the one of the maps in the TrackMania Grand League beta season. So we've seen this map before, sort of, and it was still back in the days in TrackMania 2. But yeah, some nostalgia right there. Really great map in my opinion, love to play it. Nice and fast, which is great. It almost looks like I'm a full speed player, I guess. Here we go, in about 20 seconds, we're gonna go live. And of course, the format it works in a way where the first 4 maps we will be accumulating points. So the players will get the higher positions, will get more points for themselves. And then going into map 5 is where we're gonna decide who gets the multiplier. So let's focus in on the first phase, although, and the first 4 maps where it's all about getting those high positions. Top 8 is really the cutoff where you can get a lot of points. And here we go, live into step number 2 on Eurosky 2. Spam with a decent start here in the middle of the pack. Gets a good release here to maintain speed going into the first sausage block turn. And as you can see, some players opting for the drift line over releasing. It's about even, although I must say the drift line looks a little bit better looking at it from here. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit here as we are now focusing on the cast. Wait, that is the wrong button. This one. There we go. So Spam falling behind a little bit here, about 0.2 of a second. But oh, look at that. That was a huge mistake on landing. I'm not quite sure what happened there, because the landing, it doesn't seem like anyone touched anything. But ooh, Spam barely making it here. Doesn't get a full pull down. So has to make do with a little bit less speed. But as you can see, he is still in the race. Top 13 is going strong here for Spam, falling behind about 0.5 of a second behind Bren right now, who takes over the lead with a 0.2! Someone going into, that was Massa, right? Yeah, it was Massa indeed. Going full risk over the identity, but as you can see, if you clip that, if you clip the hole right there, yeah, that's gonna cost you a lot of time. So he is going down to 16th place already here at the start of the first map. We are now in lap number 2. Spam ending up in about 10th place, but as you can see, going for the hunt here, I think he just overtook Tween. Yeah, it was Tween indeed. And we are now in top 9 for Spam here. About 0.2 behind Bren. No, it's actually 0.2 behind 8th. This is a new update that we've seen since step number 2, which I'm definitely aware of. So 0.2 behind number 8, which is scrappy right now. Although never mind, because Spam just overtook 2 people, going really, really fast. And yeah, if you go faster than the others, you overtake people. That is just the logic of the game here. Top 7 for Spam right now, only 1 second behind the number 1. As you can see, he gets a drag down. Goes for the nose, gets a nose slide though. And that is a fatal mistake. Spam going for a drift, but he did not manage to actually trigger one. The nose slide doesn't throw you to the left as you start to drift. And that's going to cost him so much time, even falling behind 5 seconds to Massa right now. And we are full on copium here in the chat because Spam is now 16th out of 16. That is not too great. Not too great. And honestly, a very unfortunate mistake here. A little bit of a tilter, but hopefully Spam's no emotion streak it keeps on going. Yeah, I will turn on nameplates. That's a really good comment here. Thank you. As you can see, Massa here in front of us. That is a lot more clear now. But yeah, Spam being 7 seconds behind the top 8 player Carl Jr. right now. I want to say catch-upable, but is it really? You know what I mean? Is it really? We're gonna go curse some people by looking at the top 3 plays. And as you can see, I spectate the player who made a mistake. So that's what I mean with cursing people. Let's zoom in on the top 2. Gwen versus Papu. Looking good here for the 2 players. They are battling it out for the 25 points so far. Gwen not really going for a low jump, instead going for the risky route, and it seems to be paying off. He holds on to first place and gets the fastest lap so far. Excuse me. Now, Gwen still holding strong here. About 0.1 of a lead, but Papu gets a better landing. Now we have to go for releases though, so that means we even out in speed again. Papu goes for the risky line, and as you can see, he goes full ham here into the turn. And Gwen going for the drift line, trying to catch back up to Papu here. The battle rages on for first place between the two French players. Gwen really one of the players who keeps on holding strong in everybody's tier list, but performs a little bit worse every time. But yeah, we all know how fast Gwen can really be, and if he looks to be on top of his game right now, battling it out with Papu. Never mind, he made a mistake. So, and now as well, getting a low drift speedy line here. Really struggling on this part as well, because yeah, you have to make do with less speed going in. And as you can see, Papu is just extending the gap more and more. Gwen saving a no-slide turn here. Almost did a spam right there, but he does survive. As you can see now, Spam did go for an overtake on Binks. Binks made a little bit of a mistake. Kappa made a little bit of a mistake. And now Spam is going strong here on the top 13. Massa must have made another identity mistake here. And Spam overtakes Massa as well. Look at that. He is getting back into the race. Gap here between Spam and the player ahead of him, Aurel, is about 4 seconds. So no real battle going on. Let's go zoom into the top once again. Gwen, about 1.9 seconds behind Papu. Where do we have some battles? Everyone is quite far away from each other. As you can see here, we have a little bit of a battle going on. Grenadi on top 8 position here. Grenadi really surprised to the upside in step number 1. It got 2nd place overall, which is a really, really good result. And now he is here, top 8 on Euro. Massa right now. Yeah. Massa is going... This is a really high airtime line. I'm not sure if it's fast. Not too good. Not too good. In the meantime, though, look at this. Spam. Slowly overtaking people. They are making mistakes. Spam is on a high pace right now, by the way. He is catching up. Not only... Look at that. The chat... Sorry, the background is cheering for him. As Spam is doing quite well here. He's now only 5 seconds behind the top 8, and he's just overtaking people who make mistakes. His pace is faster than the others, and this is paying off for him. We are now in lap number 6. Sorry, a little bit of a cough going here. But yeah, Spam, 11th position. Muda is ahead of him, but by 5 seconds. Let's take a look at Scrappy here. Look at that, the gap is already quite big. Oh, let's zoom in here. This is what Spam is looking at, but only with a couple of seconds delay. Muda on 10th place, and a lot of people here really close together. Oh, but Worker touches, and Worker is going to be gone. And let's take a look here. Can Spam catch up to Worker? No, look at the gap is really, really, really big here. And even with that touch by Worker, Spam is not being able to catch up immediately. But he does come closer, as, well, I was about to say Spam is going for an overtake on Massa, but he's actually lapping Massa, who is still hanging in the air right there. Interesting there. Alright, and we have Papu finishing first with more than 2.5 seconds here of a lead. Quite impressive by Papu! And Worker makes the mistake! And Spam does the pew 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 snipe here. Gets 10th position with 4 points instead of 3. That is +1. +1. That's gonna matter. +1. Alright here, so with that mistake by Spam, the no slide, quite unfortunate. Other than that, I'd say his pace was high, but yeah, it's really like that matters a lot, sadly. So we ended with 4 points here on the scoreboard by the start. Yeah, I'm not sure what is happening to Massa now. Pretty sure we're gonna have a pause for him to reconnect, but I'm not completely sure. In the meantime, though, we're gonna move on to Barrelistic, and let's take a look at the map preview for Barrelistic. This was actually Spam mentioned in the interview here that this is one of his best maps. Let's take a look. And there we go, Barrelistic. Beautiful soundtrack right there. Let's take a look at Spam warming up. As you can see in the warm-up now, not doing the spam line, which was incredibly interesting to see from the first time we saw this map. In a way, when you take the respawn booster, Spam was able to hold on to his 5th gear in talking technical TrackMania terms, which gives him an insane amount of speed. And he can carry that speed all the way till over the finish line even. Until you go for the plastic bounce. So that is why that is really good. We do have a little bit of a pause here, it seems, as the warm-up is incredibly long. More than 3 minutes left. I'm sure that this is going to be used to get Massa back in the game. And it looks like he did connect once again. Yeah, Massa is playing. Did a bit of a lag spike here. Hopefully no disconnections after. But it doesn't look like Massa's connection is all that stable right now, as you can see. Yeah. Can I get Spam here in the follow cam? No, okay. Alright, in about 2 minutes we're gonna go live though. We are waiting out for Massa's internet connection to stabilize a little bit. Let's see. Looks better. Oh, still some lag spikes, but at least he's still connected. Yeah, Barrelistic by Banano, really quite a controversial map on release because of all of these jumps that were maybe not received too well. We had a lot of changes to this map. I think the identity was changed. We had a water bounce in this one on the first version. But as it stands right now, I feel like it was decently consistent at least. And very interesting. So something different than your average speedy tech map. But yeah, tastes are different, of course. Yeah, and the plastic bounce is, yeah, original. Ah, the race is starting. We're going to skip the last minute of warm-up. I'm pretty sure Massa is ready to go. We are now in map 2 out of 5, Barrelistic. And let's take a look at how this is going to go. Spam with a good start here. Not the most amount of speed, but a decent jump. Gives him a sort of middle of the pack status here at the start of the round. Good low jump here is going to give him a nice amount of speed going over the dirt. And here we go. Spam holding strong on 10th place right now, falling behind a little bit on the other players. And I really wish I could go into follow cam, you guys, but I'm not able to. So we'll have to make do with the replay cam for now. We're going through the loop, going down. In a battle with Worker right now, holding on to 10th place. But as you can see, the pack is in the pack right there. Because it's incredibly close to the top 8 players. We see some people taking the Spam line, but not Spam himself. Spam is instead opting for a more somewhat safer line. Pack is doing some good stuff here. He has a nice amount of high speed. But Spam is actually on a nice amount of speed as well. Going into the identity! Oh boy, there he goes. Too high of a jump. And that's gonna cause him to respawn. High jump here for Spam, but it is not over yet. It is only 4 seconds, which honestly, that is not too bad. With a decent pace by Spam, he can catch back up Massa with a really low jump. Good job by the German here. That's gonna get him some speed. And he is also on catch-up mode. We'll have to see. Muda, in the meantime, is in first place. Muda is a player who's really familiar with speed maps. Full speed is, well, basically the best full speed player right now. And yeah, I think his skills translate somewhat decently here in Barrelistic, where it's all about maintaining speed a lot here in this map. And he's taking advantage of that one, being in first place. In the meantime, though, Spam holds on 15. Papu made a mistake here. As you can see, he did go for the respawn. And Spam not able to go for the overtake just yet. But it is one other player who, you know, he can catch up back up to. Grenadi takes the fastest lap. No, instead it is Tweet. No, it is Bren. Can I keep going? No, it is going to be Bren after lap number 2. Muda's hold strong on first place though. Spam in the meantime, catching up to people. Scrappy and Carl Jr. are being left behind here. Carl Jr. who makes his one mistake of the season and is falling behind on 15th position. And now Spam is closing in on more and more people who keep making mistakes. Worker is now out and Massa is being caught up to. And as Muda has also made a mistake as well. He falls back and Grenadi takes over first place. Spam leaves Massa behind him and moves back to 11th position. What we want to see here is for Spam to catch up to more and more people and at least get into the top 8 where the juicy points start flowing in. You get critical mass there where a lot of more points are to be gained in the top 8 positions than the bottom. So we'll have to see if Spam can catch up to those players. Looking decent so far though, as he is now holding on 11th. With about 1.4 seconds to go between him and top 8. A nice amount of speed out of his identity. Look at this. Papu is being left behind. Spam takes an insane identity here going into the plastic bounce. Goes up quite high, but maybe this gives him a nice amount of speed going out of the jump. And it does so indeed. Spam is on his way. 9th position now. Look at that. Gwen, not with the best jump either. This may be the opportunity to come a little bit closer, as Papu is still not letting go of that 9th place. Spam and Papu battling here. Look at that, the speed is equal here. With Papu going... Wait, what is going on? Hello? Who went up there? It was Muda. Muda is... I don't know what that line was. Must have made a mistake. But that is good for Spam. Going for the overtake. Now in a battle for top 8. Like I said, this is the critical mass where you want to be in that top 8. Sadly though, Papu a little bit faster. So he's going to get the top 8 for now. But let's see what Spam can do here. Going for the early release as Spam indeed takes the fastest lap. I didn't even notice. I was so excited by Spam's insane identity. He did take the fastest lap. Right now in the battle with Papu once again. Let's see about this identity. Not an insane boost of speed here out of this one. But still quite decent. Muda though, full speeding ahead. And takes over the 9th position from Spam. I think he is falling down a little bit here. Yeah, he's gonna stay 9th here. Right into the jump we go as Gwen. Oh, and Muda as well. No, Muda actually is surviving. Oh my god, that looked really weird from my perspective here. It looked like Muda was clipping, but he didn't. But Gwen did for sure. He is out of the race, or at least he's falling down quite a bit. And that means Spam slides into the top 8 place. And is now only 5 seconds behind the leader, Grenadi. Grenadi, by the way, 2 seconds ahead of everyone else. He's flexing on the TMGL players as the rookie. So really nice by him. But let's take a look at this part by Spam now. Bren going for the Spam line. Papu going quite wide. Spam holds onto the gear. Nice amount of speed. Let's see what we can see what happens in the identity here. Okay landing, not too great. But Papu is slowing down quite a bit. Oh, but Spam bounces on the sign. Almost went wrong, but he does survive. So live to fight another day here. And a decent identity from him, but he clips. Oh boy, he clips on the plastic bounce. That's going to cost him a lot of speed, but luckily no respawn. Holds on to top 8 for now. Let's take a look at Aurel. Aurel, as you can see, is about 1.5 seconds behind Spam here. The gap is still quite big. So, a little bit of a monkey ass here. A little bit of a whoo. Did that go okay? But we're still in the race. Spam holds on to top 8 place. Right, the gap is a little big here between Spam and Papu and Muda. So, and it's only 1 lap to go, so it's going to be hard for him to get into the higher positions. But we can see mistakes from some players. In Nintendo, Aurel quite far behind. Gwen actually overtook Aurel. But Gwen is also still quite far behind Spam. So we're going to look at Spam's last identity of the map here. We are in lap 6 out of 6. And Grenadi finishes first. Very nice. And Spam gets a clean 8th place. And with the 2 extra points from the fastest lap, locks in 17 points. Very nice. . Great race by Spam here. Makes a mistake at the start. Loses no focus and yeah, gets back into the top 8. 17 points for him in. The 17 is because he gets 2 extra for having the fastest lap. 1:06.773. And of course, as we've all seen, the lap he took there, that identity was fast. Really fast. Very nice to see. And we will see Barrelistic for another step here afterwards. Alright, a little bit of a different map here. It looks really easy, but that is because this is not actually a TMGL map. We're gonna go into Clash. It is Clash time. And this means that the chat is actually going to take over the controls of the car. The instructions are on the screen right now. By typing ++ to accelerate, -- to brake. You can turn left by doing the double arrow to the left. You can turn right by doing the double arrow to the right. And I can type RS in the chat to respawn. Do keep in mind when you are typing your command that there is a little bit of a delay here between what you see on the screen and what the game's actually doing. Because it takes a little bit for my stream, my data, to get to your PC/mobile. So there's about a 3 or 4 seconds delay. Let's go. And we're gonna start. Nice start here. We're immediately in the race. And here we go. Oh, going into the wall. And that's going to be a respawn for us. Let's try. Oh, wait. I'm typing respawn in the game chat. Big brain Sinas here. As I need to find Spam. Here we go. My bad. But we're back in the race. Over the dirt we go. And yeah, that's going to be another respawn for us. Let's take a look here. Respawned indeed. Keep in mind, chat, that we do have a little bit of a delay between you and what is actually happening on the screen. Looks good this time around. We're gonna make the turn. Very nice. So we're doing the spam strat here by making a mistake at the start, but then getting a really high pace. And we are gonna catch back up to everyone. 5-hand moves by the chat here. And as you can see, it's already happening. We are gonna go for the overtake on Tween and Bren. As Scrappy actually finishes the first lap already. We're now in 11th place. Oh, but this is... Okay. I am going to respawn in 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. Back at it. Whenever we do get into a wall like that, I'm going to respawn, guys. So you don't have to minus. Because I'm going to respawn anyway. It looks good this time around. Nice amount of right steering. And we are going to make that turn. Alright, getting out of that turn. Oh, but look at this. Tween, Massa, and Carl Jr. and Afi. And we are just casually driving by. See you later. And we make the lap respawning. But we got the checkpoint. That's what counts. We are now in 6th position. Chat. God tier chat right now. Okay, maybe not that god tier. We're gonna go for another respawn. Alright, here we go. This is looking a lot better. Oh, Tween with the Tony Hawk Pro Skater move right there. Alright, look at this. We have about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go for us to try and overtake some people here in the end. But I can't believe we went from 14th position to 6th here. Oh, we're stuck. I'm gonna respawn. Right, look at that. We're back in the race. Yeah, looks like we're gonna get it this time. Over the sausage block we go. A little bit scary here. If we turn right enough, we should be able to make it. We do indeed. Oh, but now this is going to be hard. Oh, but Chad is incredibly 5-head. By going left first, we actually touch the wall in a way that we can overtake Carl Jr. here going into the finish. Let's respawn. But that was incredible by Chad here. Oh. There we go. My bad. And we finish. I think we ended up on 5th or 6th position there. And can I get a Drake in the chat? Because that was actually quite impressive. We made a couple of mistakes at the start, but then we really caught back up. So good job by you guys. Very nice. I think that is a personal record, at least of this season, but maybe even in total. So that is good to see. Good job. Alright, let's get back into the TMGL after that clash time. We're gonna go warm up on the next map. The next map is called On the Edge. Let's take a look at the map preview. Yeah, On the Edge with a really scary identity where you gotta drive between the hole and the poles. And yeah, if you go over like 218 speed, if I remember correctly, it is somewhere around there. You gotta go for a drift line, because if you go over that, it's just too fast. You don't make it. So yeah, really scary identity here. Gonna be a lot of mistakes, but hopefully not from Spam this time around. Alright, chat, don't forget to cheer. You can cheer by hovering over the stream, and you will see a little button here hovering over Spam's stream. It is a Twitch extension, and if you press it, you get to cheer for Spam, and he gets more and more hearts next to his name. Alright, in about 10 seconds we're gonna go live On the Edge. Here we go. Alright, and here we are live. As you can see right now in the step ranking so far, Spam is on 21 points, and that places him in top 7 of the step, which is okay. We're gonna do another warm-up. And we're back to going live on the Edge. Welcome back, chat. After a tiny little pause, we are starting on the Edge. Not sure what that was, but hey, we're live, so let's go. Now falling behind a little bit here to the other players at the start of the round, but hey, that is nothing but catch-upable. As we are gonna go into the hairpin turn. Nice, nicely done here, and already overtaking some people. Now we come to a somewhat of a scary part here, getting a little bit of a teaser of the identity over a really tight part there. Of course, drift to the left, full drift to the left here. But of course, yeah, all of these players are, well, a lot of them have tech background, so these tech turns, no problem for them. Drifting is second nature. Alright, here we go over the dirt. Spam holding strong on 11th place, and he's already catching back up a little bit as we went from 16 to 11. That's a lot better. Okay. Decent speed coming here on the identity, somewhat on the safe side, losing some to the other players, but makes himself a little bit easier going into the identity. Oh, Scrappy with the mistake. Grenadi touches as well, and that is 2 people down in the first lap. As I told you already, this is a really scary identity, and we will see some mistakes. Alright, Spam not the insane amount of pace that we normally see from him on the Edge so far, but he is on 12th position right now. No huge mistakes so far, however. To trying to catch back up to Worker. And I think Kappa here has Grenadi. Muda, Peck, and Scrappy have all made mistakes and are falling behind a little bit. Spam, however, with no major mistake, is just lurking in the shadows here, waiting, getting ready to pounce. And we're gonna go over the dirt. Nice inside line here. And as you can see, Spam's already coming a little bit closer. Although that is, of course, an optical collusion, because you go a little bit slower over the dirt. And if you go slower, the cars look closer. Let's go into identity number 2 out of 6. And what can Spam do here? Alright, and here we go over the identity. As you can see, Spam is quite a bit faster here than Worker. So closes in. Tween with a little bit of mistakes. Slows down quite a bit. And we are coming closer to some overtakes here for Spam. Good identity here by him. And this is really one of those maps where the pace needs to be incredibly high. All the players are, of course, pushing everything to the limit. And yeah, it's just, you gotta take everything that you can get here on this map. And as you can see here, Grenadi trying to catch back up to Spam, who is right now in 12th position. But Grenadi is not able to do so just yet. Going over the dirt, and we're closing into another identity part. Let's see what the setup is, because of course, if you have low airtime here like Spam just did, that's going to be a nice and high amount of speed. But it's not a nice and high amount of speed if you clip just before the engine cut block. That's going to cost you a lot of time, actually. And so Spam will slow down an incredible amount here. It's incredibly punishing clip right there, as you can see, just losing a lot of time. Right. Taking the safe way here, trying to go for a no airtime route, and which results in Spam getting a nice amount of speed. He's back into the race, back into catch-up mode. Yeah, it is a really, really bad place to clip right there, especially such a tiny one, and it is incredibly punishing because of that engine cut block. Grenadi slowing down a little bit. That's good for Spam. Catch back up to him and takes him over his position. He is now back in 13. Going for another one here. Worker is struggling a little bit. The Spam is taking advantage. He's going for the overtake, but it's not happening just yet. Nice drift line here by the Dutch player, and that will result in him overtaking Worker here for top 12. Muda, next target in line. He is on the 11th position right now, and yeah, Spam is going for the inside line here. Already coming quite close to Muda. Not with the best of dirt lines here for Muda, and that's good news for Spam here. Nice low airtime line by Spam there as well. No slide immediately after, resulting in a decent amount of speed. Let's go into the identity. Oh, but he touches the pole right there. He goes for the drift, but the drift too long, and that means he goes too far to the right, touches the pole, and that's going to cost him an insane amount of time as well. And yeah, with these mistakes here, left and right, yeah, not too great. Doesn't look like Spam is getting a lot of points here on this map, to be honest. Although, I must say, he did already mention in the pre-match interview that on the edge, really, he didn't feel too comfortable on it. And yeah, this is showing a little bit, as you can see right now, as Spam not with an insane high pace and also with some mistakes here and there. And that's resulting in him in being in 14th right now. I want to quickly zoom in here to the top position, because it is Massa, who only has 2 points so far in this step, dealing with some connection issues, but this is not really making him play worse on this map, at least, as on the edge really is where Massa is shining right now. In number 1 place, Carl Jr. in the solid 2nd. We have Papu right behind him. Papu with a really strong step so far, just as Grenadi, both on 42 points, which of course is the answer to the question. Although I'm not completely sure what the question is. Massa right now drifting over into lap number 6. Let's see what Spam is doing. He did successfully manage to do the identity here, going for the no airtime route. And sorry to didn't catch it, by the way. I should have switched back earlier, but it seems like a decent identity here for Spam. It's now in a battle with Scrappy. Let's look at the top 3 though, where Massa, Carl Jr. and Papu are battling for the podium positions. Massa on his way to 25 points. They're trying to get a redemption arc here on this step. Massa looking strong here. Still about 0.5 of a gap between him and Carl Jr. closing in on the identity. We will be going to Spam's identity about 5 seconds into it though, to make sure that we see Spam's last identity on lap number 6. But Massa is looking decent here. Oh, we have a cheer from Massa. Let's look at Spam. Okay. Massa does make it into first place. And here we go into Spam's identity, who is on 15th place right now. And yeah, he does get a nice last identity, but sadly no one else to be able to overtake. Oh, that I'm lying. Actually, Pack was being overtaken by Spam here. And we get a +1. Massa with the full 27 points. Fastest lap, fastest 6-lapper. That is a chat move right there by Massa. And yeah, he is redemption arcing himself into the 9th place. Right, let's go into the next map, Pool Party, which will be the last map of the point accumulation phase, where no points loss is happening. And instead, you want to get as many points as possible, Papu being the most successful at it right now. He is first in the step with 62 points. Bren, Afi, Grenadi, and Carl, Pack, they're all doing great as well. We have Binks, Gwen, Massa, Muda, and Spam somewhere in the middle. And then we have Aurelka, Patween, Scrappy, and Worker closing out the scoreboard right now. Lots of players here around that 20-30 mark. And we have some people doing really well, like Papu here on 62. Let's take a look at Pool Party. Yeah, and as you can see from the map preview there, that is a scary identity. We've of course seen it in step number 1, where Spam was able to get first place in one of the 2-lappers and get himself a multiplier. This will not be the format of this step though, where instead Pool Party will be used to just play a 6-lapper on it and get just like we had in the first 3 maps. The new map will be played after this one, and we will be playing 2-lappers on the new map. Oh! Alfie slowing down. But of course, this is just a warm-up. Alright, here we go. Live in 0 seconds. Let's go into the last map of the first phase of step number 2. Yeah, that's a lot of numbers. And Spam is starting out here. Going through some spectators. And on his way to go over the grass jump. Taking it safe, a little bit high. Making sure that he doesn't make any mistakes and falling down, which could be quite unfortunate. Oh, and we see, I didn't catch who that was, but someone going right up into the airplane mode, as Grenadi makes a mistake here on the inside as well. He's gonna go for a respawn, falling down quite a bit as well. It was Tween. Tween made a little bit of a mistake, or Worker. Maybe. One of the two. Probably Worker actually, because the colors that I saw. Let's see here though. Spam in 12th right now, falling behind a little bit of the pace of the top players, but also still in that mix. We're all holding strong here, going to top 8 with a nice couple of turns, especially here on the dirt. Spam's pace is looking promising here, as he is now in 9th place. Go from low airtime line as we are coming closer and closer to that identity. Over the dirt we go. And you want to, of course, get as much extra speed as possible here. Don't clip anything like Pack just did. Pack, thank you for showing how it's not done. And this is good for Spam here. Overtaking Pack, Thomas Cole. Alright, into the identity we go. This is really, really tight. Spam has a nice amount of speed. Let's see if any mistakes are happening. No, actually, all of them pass. Quite impressive. The players are really on a high level here. Try and do that yourself. I certainly couldn't in my OGL run. And Spam is now in top 8 place with about 0.4 of a gap between him and Carl Jr., who is in first right now. Right, good pace here by Spam, holding strong to top 8. But here comes Muda. He is looking to pounce here and trying to get him some points for himself. Back is in the mix as well. There goes Papu, the number 1 of the steps so far. He's going to have to respawn there. And that's going to cost him quite a bit of time. Spam obviously overtakes him for 7th place. Left side of the pole here, going over the dirt. Pack is back in the mix. He is looking for some points. And of course, Pack known for his incredible pace here in the TMGL, especially previous season, where he really popped off and once again is looking to show off his skills. Spam has to give away to Pack for that one, but he is still on that top 8 place. Inside line here by Spam, but actually goes too far inside and he's going to touch the wall. That's going to cost him some time, but luckily nothing catastrophic here. Let's go into the identity. Spam passes it quite nicely. Here comes Kappa, who did not touch the wall on the inside and therefore has a little bit more speed, so Spam has to give way to him. But yeah, honestly, a good save here by Spam, holding on to a good position here with the 10th place. And yeah, he's still in the race for sure. So good save. Inside approach here by Spam. Well, trying to catch up back up to Kappa here, who is a little bit ahead of him. Once again, going on the inside. Kappa is holding strong to 9th though. Oh, we made it. Oof, that was a little bit scary. Spam had to go for the release and that's going to cost him some time. Oh, sorry, Massa is actually taking advantage. But some really, really scary moments here on this map so far. Spam trying to get back into 10th place against Massa here, but Massa is not giving it away that easily. Alright, here we go. Low airtime. Good drift here by Spam. Over the dirt we go. Good inside approach here, and that's going to make sure that Spam gets more exit speed than his German opponent. And he will go for the overtake. Back into 10th VR. Kappa, next target here, coming in closer on the identity. Pole party identity. Oh, a lot of poles being dodged here, and nicely done by everyone once again. Spam now about 0.5 behind the top 8 player Scrappy. And this is really where you want to be, in that top 8 for a nice amount of points. 15 you get at 8 and a lot less if you are lower. Scrappy extending his lead a little bit, but a missed drift by him and a clip. Scrappy, unlucky streak right there. He is out of the race. And it is now Kappa left, the gatekeeper of the top 8. Inside line here by Spam. Not the most amount of exit speed, so Kappa holds on strong. But Spam is in that race. We are in lap 4 out of 6. Lots of room here for Spam to go for some overtakes and get himself into the top 8 position. In the meantime though, we have Afi in number 1. Pack, who, remember, made a mistake, is in 2nd. Then we have Carl Jr., Bran and Binks, all on strong performances in this map so far. Spam in a battle with Kappa for top 8 position. Over the dirt we go. This time no overspeed for Spam here on as he did last round against Massa. But as you can see, the inside approach here by the drift is a lot better, and Kappa is coming closer. Or well, actually Spam is coming closer to Kappa. Identity passed once again. Very nice by Spam. Here we go over the start jump. Muda makes a mistake. Yep, pulls into the pole right there. And yeah, he is slowing down quite a bit. Very nice though for Spam. Oh, as Gwen makes a mistake as well. People are failing as we're coming closer to... Okay, Spam is also one of the players who makes a little bit of a mistake here. But luckily, it is the least bad one. So after touching the wall, Spam went from 9 to 7 in a way. So yeah, we'll take those, I guess. We are still in top 7 position. Let's take a look at Gwen here, who is a little bit behind Spam. As you can see, he is trying to get back at Spam here, but it is not working so far. Kappa, though, is on a nice pace, and Spam is not keeping up with him. And he is just extending his lead a little bit by a little bit. But you know what? Spam is okay with this one, because he is in the top 7 place right now. Afi still holding strong in number 1 position, also with 54 points already on the scoreboard for him. He is on another insane step here. And of course, we know how fast Afi is on this map, because he was incredible in the 2 lappers previous step. And once again, he's showing off his skill on pole party. Here we go into the identity. Spam once again takes it expertly. But here comes Gwendo with a little bit of overspeed. Has to release in the jump, which means that Spam holds on to his 7th place, but it is quite scary, as you can see. Oh, Actually, Carl Jr. going for the overtake on Afi, but Afi still in that second place. Here comes Gwen, though. He has pressed B to boost, and is now overtaking Spam here. Actually, Spam is now in 7th, even though Gwen overtook him. We have a mistake here by Massa or Bing. Sorry, I didn't catch it because it was a respawn, and I didn't see it happening. But one of the players here at the top made a mistake. Which means even though Gwen went for the overtake, Spam is still in 7th. Alright, Pack now in the lead, going for first place. Takes over Carl's Jr. lead here. And yeah, chat mode in the corner right there for Pack. Very intimidating. Alright, here we go. 7th position. Spam 4 seconds behind the leader here. The last identity is coming up. Can we see some overtakes here for Spam to get even more points? Although a point, at 7th position would be quite nice. Pole party, last identity. We have joined it. No mistakes here by anyone, which is something that we will take. Spam locked in 7th position, 16 points here, which is very nice indeed. 16 points, gets himself in the top 8. A good amount of points, only a little bit. Look, if you're 3rd, you're only on 20 points. There's only 4 points of a difference. So really, that top 8 is where you want to be. And Spam is there. So nice job by him in the last map. Gets himself some good amount of points going into the multiplier phase, where we will be entering into the multiplier phase with quite a few more points than we had in step number 1, where Spam only had 25. We're now already on 39. Spam said that he wants to have a triple-digit score, total score after 2 steps, which means he needs 50 points in this step, which means he needs a multiplier right now because he is on 39, not 50 or more. So, multiplier coming in. Let's take a look at the map and then we'll go over a little bit on how this actually works. Vertigo. Let's take a look at the map preview. Vertigo map preview there, and even in the map preview, that pipe is incredibly scary. As you can see, almost here, the player in the preview almost falls off. Yeah. This is what we will be playing on. We are currently playing in a warm-up, and of course, the format, once again, the way it works now is we will have 8 multipliers to give away. We're gonna start off a couple of rounds where the player who finishes first after 2 laps will get a multiplier. So he does 2x his own points that he has right now. So if Afi wins there, he's 2xing his 76 points. Would be very nice. Of course, once we get into the later rounds, this will change into a 3x, a 4x, and as we've seen last match from Aurel, even a 5x multiplier. And that can really, well, multiply your results, right? So, in a way, you want to get the 5x, so wait out by not locking in the 2x immediately, but that is incredibly risky. So I'm pretty sure the players will be going for any multiplier that they can get, because after 8 multipliers have been given out, you are out of luck. There is no more multipliers to give away, so you want to get at least a 2x. Scrappy goes for the triangle. What? Hello. Scrappy is showing off his balls right here, but not literally, only figuratively, as he is driving in first place on Vertigo. Spam with an insane start if you don't count the triangle strat. He is in the mix for the 2x multiplier immediately. That's what we like to see. Over the poles we go. And here we go. This is going to be incredibly important as Spam makes the mistake. We are going to see some mistakes here by the players. A lot of them. Because that pole is really, really hard. And you have to full risk it because you need to be first in the end. Binks right now is in the lead. Grenadi in second place, hunting for the 2x as well. But Binks is still looking hot. Ooh, over the poles we go though, and Papu has it. identity and a half right there. Takes over the lead. Binks and Papu now in a battle for the 2x multiplier. And if you are second, by the way, well, unlucky, you don't get anything. So, yeah, it is full risk or nothing. Do or die here for the players as Binks, one of the rookies here in the new TNC GL season. He has 41 points. Would be very nice to multiply, and he is looking to do so as he takes over first place. Just a way better wall ride line here. Sadly though, he clips on the inside, and yeah, well, speed is gone. And now it is between Papu and Scrappy here for the 2x multiplier. Alright, Papu, 63 points. Really good step by him. I think Peck is the only... No, Brand is actually the number 1 here with 75 points. But Papu still has a good step. Oh my god, what was happening there? So many people going full risk here, but no, none of them making it. Papu takes the win and locks in a 2x multiplier. 63 points times 2. Let's go, 126 if I do my math correctly. And that is a nice step by Papu. Definitely happy with that one, I'm sure. Afi is first. Yeah, Afi is first indeed with 76 points. Alright, here we go. Into the next round. And there's another 2x multiplier to be given away here if you get first place. Of course, a little bit easier to get because Papu is already out. There are only 15 players on the map now. But yeah, 1 out of 15, that's not really that high of an odds. So we have to see who is going to get it here. Span not with the best starts this time around, but he is still definitely in the mix for that 2x multiplier. Going over the wall. Good exit speed here by the Dutch player, already catching up, as you can see. Over the dirt we go. Inside approach is needed here, and especially the pole part coming up here. Who can take it the best? Spam takes it nicely here. A lot of people falling off. It is quite comical to see, I gotta be honest. But Spam is in that race. Not an insane amount of speed going over the entry cut block here, so Spam falls behind a little bit. But if he gets a good second lap, he can catch back up. Brad out of the race, or at least slows down a little bit. Over the second pole part we go. Spam needs to start pushing it here, and he does so indeed. Beautiful identity. And yeah, we're still racing here. Binks is leading once again. He is looking like one of the players who definitely gets one of the multipliers. I'm gonna zoom in here, and we'll see if Spam can catch back up, but it is 1.4 seconds. Binks in first place, Gwen in second place. Yeah, Binks really showing the pace here. As you can see, 1.3 seconds now for Spam. He's catching up a little bit here. He is now in 6th position, as you can see. Gwen. Oh, but Binks flips once again around the same point, and that is a rip indeed. Here we go over the pole parts. What can Spam do here? Bren in the race. We saw someone falling down, and it was, oh my boy, oh my dear lord. It was Binks himself, giving away the 2x multiplier to potentially Grenadi here, who is in first place. Over the poles we go. I'm just gonna keep my view on Spam. No, I'm not. Here we go. It is between Kappa, Brent, and Peck here. No, it is not going to be Kappa. Oh my god, he was flying on the left side of the screen. I don't know if you caught that, but that was quite comical. It is Brent, 75 points and a 2x multiplier. GG for him. An incredible step. 150 points for him. Man, what an identity here in the end. Everybody going full risk and just flying off. That is just crazy to see. Here we go, into the next round. Can Spam do it this time? We already have a mistake here by either Grenadi or Massa. Their cars are quite similar. It was Massa, the DNS. Spam, however, is in the mix. Spam honestly playing decently here. Definitely a good chance at getting one of the multipliers. He just needs one round to go his way. So far so good. More players failing that pull part, and it is just so risky. It is so hard to pull off correctly here. And Spam did it correctly this time around. It is in the race. Binks once again in first place. Definitely has the pace, but has a magnet on the scar that makes him clip on that one part of the map. But we'll have to see if he can survive it next time around. Over the poles we go, and Spam has a good identity. Tween goes Book into the wall. Nice inside line here by Spam, and he needs to start giving it this all because he is already 0.8 behind Biggs. Behind him is Afi. Then we have Scrappy. So Spam in the mix, in the race here. Oh, it's gonna clip. Oh, okay. Cursed, I guess. That is quite the slowdown. So we are gonna go zooming in here on the top positions. It is Bings once again, and he does make this part this time around. Over the poles we go, but Afi is hunting. He's putting pressure on the French rookie and trying to make him feel. It is Afi here who is was in the position last week, where he was off the first place and had to. Yeah, he made some mistakes here and there, but luckily locked in the 3x multiplier for himself. He is out. Is it Bings? Bings respawned. What? Who is first? Hello? Bings is first somehow, and he gets the win. No. Okay. BM by Biggs. Okay, for a second there, I thought he was giving it away. Aurel almost sniped it, but the BM by the rookie player. Wow. Biggs with the 2x multiplier gets himself from 41 to 82 points. Good job by him. I would not have gone for that. It would be very unfortunate if Aurel sniped him there. It was only 0.2 of a second. And here we go into the next round. Ooh, Scrappy going for the inside triangle approach. But of course, sometimes you don't make it. He is out of the race right now. Alright, Granadi taking the lead so far, but of course, it is still incredibly close. Spam has a really nice ball right and is already catching up. Over the tech part we go, and of course, into that really scary pole part. Who is going to be the best one out of it? Spam takes it super nicely. Oh, and he barely is able to hold on. That's going to cost him some speed, but he is still in the race. Massa now takes over the lead. As you can see here, the Lexa... I tried, chat. It was really bad. I'm sorry. Massa is in the lead with 0.3 a second. Aurel makes a mistake. It is now between Massa and Granadi here for lap 1. What? Okay, I was about to say, no way that is going to work for Granadi here. He has to respawn. Massa is now looking really strong here. Wow, Carl Jr. makes that turn. And yeah, he's 0.8 of a second ahead of everyone else. There really is Massa's 2x to give away here. But look at that. Who is in third place? It is Spam. Let's look at Spam here. Because if one of the other players makes a mistake, it is Spam who might be able to take advantage. This might be the round where Spam, it goes Spam's way because of the nerfs that might be happening to Massa. Of course, the steel nerf champion himself, Carl Jr. is ahead of him. So I'm doubting this one will be it. Also, Muda is like, no way I'm doing that. I'm gonna go full ham. And somehow he just yoinks past Spam here. Full sending it. Absolutely crazy by Muda here. Right, here we go, over the poles. Carl Jr. is out. Muda, though, and Massa are ahead of him. I'm gonna keep focusing on Spam here. Muda is out. Will Massa make it? He will. Spam with the fastest lap, but that is not gonna happen. It's not gonna be enough here. Massa locks in the win. And 32 points times X, even after a disconnect. That's a clap. That is very good by Massa here. Really salvaging his step and getting 64 points there. Right, here we go into the next round. The 3x multiplier has been turned on. We have 2 3x's left, then a 4x, and then a 5x. So the multipliers are running out, but the multipliers are coming higher as well. Let's see if Spam can take one of them. He was really close last round, so it is definitely in the cards here. Spam not with the greatest jump right there, or actually drop. Takes a little bit of airtime, loses a little bit of speed compared to these opponents. But as you can see, he is still in the race. Right, the pole part coming up. Good job here by Spam. Takes it solidly. Not full risk, not bad. 0.4 is the gap between him and first place, which currently is Afi. But as you can see, a really nice entry cut turn here by Spam, and he catches back up to a little bit. Oh, good pull here by Spam. Has to release a little bit in the end, but as you can see, some overtakes are happening. Identity coming up. Nicely done once again, and Spam is on his way to hopefully catch up to a lot of players, although there are not a lot of mistakes here on lap number 1. Grenadi takes over the lead. The gap is 0.8 of a second, and remember, previous round, Massa was first with 0.8 of a second, and it is now between first and 7th 0.8 of a second, so this round is a lot closer here, not that many mistakes, although, I mean, the round is not over yet. Here we go. Spam in 6th now. And he is sending it. Spam is yeah, okay, he said, yeah. He had to. He had to go full risk. He had to go full risk. He did it. The balls are good. Sadly, it did not happen. What can you do about it? Grenadi on his way to getting the 3x multiplier. He has 50 points already. Can he get the 3x? Over the identity he goes, and he holds on. That is going to be a clean one, and Grenadi gets the win. Good job with the German here. Gets another really good step, 150 points. And it is now getting harder and harder to get that multiplier, especially because people are going to go really risk it here. Also something scary to see. Carl Jr., no multiplier yet. Beck, no multiplier yet. Afi, no multiplier yet. That is quite scary. And I mean, Spam, no multiplier yet. Very scary for the other players. Here we go. A little bit of a clip here, but still in the race. Loses some time, but catch up a ball. We are currently in a round that is the last 3x multiplier. After this, we have another round for the 4x and then one more round for the 5x. So 3 multipliers left to give away. Over the pole to go. Spam was really low. Beautiful. Absolutely beautifully done. And that means that Spam is actually closing in a little bit on the lead. We have some mistakes coming up here as well. Entry cut block coming in, but as you can see, Spam has a nice amount of speed compared to his opponents. Goes the inside line as well. Spam is on a roll right now. Top 5 for him. Taking over 2 more places. It is Muda. It is Carl, who are still ahead of Spam right now. But Spam is catching up. Kappa in the race as well, but it is really Muda who is on a roll right now. In first place, has about 0.7 on him. Between him and Spam right now. Kappa is a little bit closer. As the battle rages on. Spam's currently fighting for scraps here. As in, if Muda makes a mistake, it's going to be Kappa, Carl Jr. or Spam who takes the win. We'll have to see. Maybe Muda doesn't cave under the pressure. Maybe he does. We're kind of hoping for that right now. Spam needs that to get the 3x. Right, here we go over the pole part. Barely holding on here. Kappa is going to slow down a little bit. That means Spam will go for the overtake on the Czech player. But is that going to be enough? Carl Jr. had a really cool pole part. And he is actually putting pressure on Muda. This might be really good. Muda is feeling the pressure right now. Carl Jr. knows he needs to full risk. If they both make a mistake, and it is possible. Oh, never mind. Carl Jr. or Muda, who is going to get the 3x? And it is going to be Muda here, who almost loses it to Carl Jr. But does lock in the 3x multiplier, 27 points times 3. I was a little bit excited there, but sadly Spam also going for the full risk. Which he had to do, of course. He makes a little bit of a mistake in the identity. But this is all his tactic, right? He's going for the 2x. If he doesn't get it, part of the tactic. We're going for the 3x. If he doesn't get that one, it's all part of the tactic. All part of the strategy. And now we are at the 4x. And this is where Spam takes it. We go over the wall in 6th place right now. Only 0.1 behind the leader strap. And as you can see, once again, his wall seems to be better here. As you can see. Definitely faster here than the other players on the wall, right? Okay, over the poles we go. Beautifully done by Spam once again. Afi takes the lead, however, but it is looking strong here for the Dutch player. He is definitely in that race, in the mix, in the battle. Sweet, who has had a bit of a disappointing step number 1. At 22 points right now, and is looking to get the 4x on that one. Spam gets a beautiful pole, however, and is going for the battle. Scrappy gets an unbelievable identity as Spam lands really awkwardly, loses quite a bit of time. He is falling behind about 0.7 on Afi right now, but catch-upable, as I say, catch-upable Copium. Afi, who has 76 points, would love a 4x right now. Definitely would love that, and is on his way to do so. He's about 0.3 of a second of a lead on Scrappy right now, who's in second place. Spam in 6th. But he's pushing it. And the full risk is turned on. I'm sure that he's going to go full risk on the poles here as well. And he does make that mistake. Let's take a look at Afi here, who is in first place. Can he 4x his 76 points? Or will Scrappy do what Scrappy does best? Sniper Ruskies. Afi. Over the best ball here. Scrappy goes a little bit closer. Oh, but he's out. Can Afi lock it in here? He does so indeed. Nice identity by him. And Afi gets the 4x 76 points. Yeah. Very nice. And we will be interviewing Afi once again in the weekly race, I'm sure. Plus 228. Easy. And here we go. The 5x, the last spot. The pressure is high. The pressure is through the roof. Is Spam can get the 5x here? He's going to have a step and a half. But he needs to win this round. No more chances after this one. Gwen has turned on the boost and is now in the lead. We are still battling against Carl and Beck and Kappa and Gwen and Aurel and Trappy and Tween and Worker, who DNF'd. Worker is not getting a multiplier in this step. Who is? Some balls here, some mistakes there. Not by Spam, however. He is in the race. There is him, Scrappy, Kappa, Pack is here as well. And I think Carl Jr. right behind him. Only 0.4 between Spam and the leader right now, who is currently named Scrappy. As he comes closer and closer. This ball is really good by Spam every time. And he comes closer to Scrappy. Ooh, Kappa makes a mistake on the left. And that means it is between Spam and Scrappy right now. But Spam has more speed. Hopium in the chat. Can we get some Bible funds here in the chat? Because it is Omrel actually who goes for the overtake. But Spam is in the race. Here we go. The 5x multiplier. And Spam is on his way to maybe lock it in right here. Good jump. Good drop here by Spam. Low airtime. Let's go into that wall ride, which Spam has been taking quite well almost every time. And once again does so. Goes for the overtake on Aurel. Comes closer to Scrappy. And we are closing in on that finish line. Scrappy is slowing down. Spam takes it. Oh, but he is out and it is over. It is done. And it is Scrappy who gets the donation because literally everyone else crashes. And Scrappy 5x's is 23 points. Oh boy. It was so close, but it was not meant to be. And it is Scrappy, the Belgian player, who takes the 5x multiplier home and does his 23 points justice. Nice try here by Spam in the end. It was incredibly close. Sadly, it was not meant to be yet. Maybe next step. And let's take a look at the winner of the step here, who oh so clearly is Afi. Hello? Hello? Little bit of a bug here, but Afi won. Let's take a look at the league ranking. You won't believe it, but Afi is actually in first place. Wow. Afi in first place, overtaking Aurel here. Grenadi is now in third. Muda, fourth. Then we have Brand, Papu, Carl, and Bink closing out the left side of the screen. Then we have a map switch. Alright. Let's go into the interview and ask Spam about his step. Hello, Spam. Yeah, that was step number 2.
Hi.
Wow, really close here in the multiplier round, the last multiplier round. but it was not meant to be, I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Whatever. I played pretty bad. I'm not happy, so I could have had that last round. I just didn't know how far behind I was. I didn't check.
You were kind of
So,
equal at the time you were going for the polls, basically.
Yeah, that's my mistake. There, like literally, there's no shot I can check right before
No, yeah.
right before I get to that point. So it's just yeah.
I think it was
I
a
don't
good
know.
choice to go for it, though. I mean, you have to risk it, right? So.
Yeah. Man, it's I don't know. So annoying. Like I make one mistake in every single map and then I do clean. It's just really
Yeah, that
frustrating.
was indeed very much a pattern here, where at the start of the map you make a mistake, you fall behind, and then you do a clean 5-lapper basically, and you get closer and closer to the top 8, and sometimes you get into it. Yeah, that's been the step the whole time, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to fix that. Like legit, I have no idea. It's just really annoying. It's really annoying.
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
have the answer
I
on that
knew
one too, either, sadly.
I knew I was gonna be slow on this last map. I mean, I saved it. I should have just saved it in the end because yeah, it's 5x, and the time that was finished was horrible. So
Yeah, and I think he also had basically a free round at the end because everyone made a mistake, but
yeah,
Scrappy himself. So yeah.
yeah, no, exactly. Oh man, yeah, I'm not happy.
So you end up with 43 points, if I remember correctly. I can't check anymore because of a little bit of a break on the stat
30,
ranking.
39.
Oh, 39. Yeah, sorry.
I'm 11th, I think, or 12th.
You're somewhat close to step number 1 because of better first 4 maps, I guess. But yeah. What can you say?
Yeah, like 11th, 12th. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings. I don't know. It's just, gotta look to the next week. That's about it. But I think there's a lot of. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, indeed. Just forget about it and move on, I guess. There's another step next week, right?
Yeah. It's. What is the next map? Is it out already? Does anyone know?
I have not seen
Map.
anything about it.
No, it's not announced yet. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I could have had like the 6-lapper next week on this map is just gonna be atrocious. I can already tell that. It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, I guess you have to save, especially on the 2 poles.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's no risking. It's gonna be, yeah. Fuck, man. Like the Euro Sky, the first map, dude. I was so good on it. Paradise. Barrelistic. I mean, I made one mistake. I don't even remember what I did. What did I do? Oh yeah, I jumped. The last barrel was bad, and then I got it back. But yeah, and on the edge, like I said, was not a map for me anymore. So that one went down the toilet real quick.
Yeah, on Barrelistic especially, you jumped a little bit too high, but then later on you got the fastest lap, and you kept.
Yeah, I did the fastest lap. That was pretty cool.
That was nice. Which, I mean, it shows definitely that you can take a big amount of points. We have one more step with that map in it, right? So
I can I can do it. It's just I make one. This is the whole thing. Whatever. Whatever. We're not gonna get into it. I mean, it is what it is. I got the points I deserved, I guess. So next week we'll get more. Hopefully. I mean, I got close to 3 digits. Would have been nice to get 3 digits, but hey. Next week is another week of grinding, and yeah, I think that sums it up.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll be closing off the stream.